Welcome to the show, everyone. How are you? Nice to see you all. I'm looking at the running order. Sorry, I'm just looking at the running order here.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Sorry.
All over the place.
It says it Dermot Gallagher's on at midnight. Is that true?
It's all over the place, this running order, mate.
What's happened?
It's a little bit like England's penalties. That's what it looks like.
Hold on. I don't know. I don't know what's happened. Let me just get the running order. Let me just do what it needs to be. There you go.
What's happened there? Yeah.
I don't know what that's all about. That's just absolutely pointless. Jay, good to see you.
Evening.
God, it's hot in here, isn't it? Oh, he's hot.
Is it hot?
Just count to 10 for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I mean, I meant more sort of ad lib.
I know exactly what you meant. I know.
Yeah, you and I did the show this morning on the back of that game. It's always very difficult. I'll be honest with you. I hate coming on air so soon after a monumental moment after a team I support have played. So obviously for Man United, the Europa League was horrific. England losing the final of the Euros, horrific. I hate it because it's so fresh and it's so
raw.
It's so raw. Yeah. And all the other shows, we're the only show on talkSPORT that has to deal with instant reaction. You know, drive time, they've got nearly just over half a day to read the papers, listen to what everyone else is saying. You know, same with the mid-morning show with Jim White and Simon Jordan, Katie Price's ex-husband. But with us, we come on straight away, and the callers phone up. It's incredibly raw, weird. Why did he do that? I've heard that Gareth Southgate did this, but now we've had time to look back. We've read the papers, we've listened to, and I'm still wound up. How was your day today? Because it was horrible, wasn't it?
Well, you know, the first thing you wake up and you open your eyes, the first thing you think about is,
oh, don't say that now.
We got beat.
Oh, fine.
We got beat. I had to phone you. I went for a coffee. I had to leave the house just to go for a walk. Went and got a coffee and phoned you. And said I'm having a horrendous day. I've been in it. There's like a cloud. You know, like in The Simpsons. I know you don't watch Simpsons, but the cloud or the cartoon sometimes just follows people around. Yeah, that's what it's been like for me today.
How are you now with it?
I'm all right. You know, you know, you move on. It's part of being a football fan. You know, you have the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows.
Let me ask you, your team Chelsea have lost in finals, of course, against mine in 2008. Can you? I mean, it's a long time ago. Can you remember? Did you feel like that when your team?
I think it's worse. I think it's worse for your team. I feel worse.
Do you? Rather than you? See, I don't. I'll tell you why. Because my team, if they get beat in a final, I go, probably back there next year, or if not the year after, or if not the year. But with England, it's the first final for 55 years. It might be the last one for another 55. I hope it's not, but it could well be.
I have to say, I feel today's as bad as I've ever felt about England. I remember you and I done the show after Iceland, and I was angry after that show. I was more angry than disappointed because of the gutless, spineless performance we saw.
Talking of gutless and spineless, all right, Rufus.
This is the running order. You finally got it sorted.
What
good lad.
Dermot in it?
Dermot's
not even in the show now.
Of course he wasn't.
So he was on the other running order, but now how did that happen?
Do you know what he's done? He's copied and pasted. That's all he's done. He's
done
copied and pasted. Lazy Rufus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was yesterday. It was the disappointment and being so close, and of course the journey you go on watching a game like that. You know, we started the game really well, took the lead, and then after that, the game you felt slipping away a little bit. You know, felt it slipping. Then penalties. I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? Everyone listening to this has had a side that's either won or beaten on penalty. It's the best way to win, and it's the worst way to lose. Literally, you had snatched away from you. It's there, and it's been a horrible day. But you know, we move on. You get over it. It's something that we've been accustomed to seeing fans over the last. I mean, do you reckon that song is going to get? They'll do that with 30, it's going to be 60 years of hurt. See, it works. 60 years of hurt. Jules Rimet still.
We still sing 30 years though, don't we?
I know, but you can change it, can't you? Rewrite
55.
it. 55 doesn't quite work.
56 for next year for the World Cup.
It doesn't work.
56 years of her.
No, it doesn't work.
No, 57 years. Right, we'll wait.
60. We'll get to 60. Wait. Don't worry about that.
Just quickly then, okay, because we're going to take calls on all things England. Yep. I look back, as I said to you when I came in, this is the first time that England have lost in a competition, and I've been upbeat and positive about the future of the football. So maybe the last time it happened was '96 when we got to the semis under El Tel. When we lost to 2018, we lost to Croatia in the semi-finals. I think I was angry because I felt we should have beaten them. I felt the manager, although quite a few people think Southgate got it wrong last night, I don't, but I think the manager, Southgate, got it wrong in the semi-finals. I think he should have taken off Kane, etc., etc. And so when we lost in the semi-finals of the World Cup, I was angry. I woke up this morning like you, saddened, but quite upbeat as to the future. I was thinking, you know what, we've got the World Cup at the end of next year. We've got a chance. We've got, there are going to be players like Saka, who's going to be, I'm going to name players that are going to be older, but by doing that, I mean they're going to be more experienced. Sancho will be playing Premier League football. 18
months further down the line, we're talking these players now.
Yeah.
18 months.
So a lot of these players are coming into their pomp.
Yeah, and you would have thought that Maguire will still be there as well, because that 18 months there, there's,
Stones will be there.
Stones will be there.
Kane will be there.
The vast majority of this team. Henderson's the one I will probably say probably won't be.
But it doesn't matter if you've got Rice and Phillips.
No, you got them. So you're right. You're absolutely right. And there's other players that didn't go. Gomez is one.
Mason
Greenwood. Trent. There's a number of players that didn't make it that potentially could. So look, the future is bright. It's just, defeat at a final. It's just the worst way. It's the worst way to live. But like you, I'm very optimistic and actually incredibly proud of what, listening to talkSPORT all day about it as well, and what he's done for. He's transcended football, hasn't he? And Marcus Rashford as well, on the journey that he has been through on a personal level and what he has done. And I think this is an England side that we can be incredibly proud of. But ultimately, it's about winning football matches, it's about winning tournaments, and we come up short again, I'm afraid.
The Sports Bar with Andy Goldstein and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday night from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.